Go Andy! You know what's going on, guys? It's your boy the Goat Andy and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to this channel, please don't forget to hit that like button and please subscribe. Today's video, guys, I'm gonna be showing you how gold made me $8,000, close to $9,000 in only 5 minutes. I don't recommend this. This, guys, is definitely luck. So I'm trying to teach you something from this video that you should never do like I did, right? I would never repeat the same thing. Probably this was just almost like a young temptation per se, because I knew something like that has to happen, but it was luck. Never allow luck to make you feel like that's what happens all the time. So without any further waste of time, guys, let's get to the chart, shall we?
Money at the top, all these bitches won't be on my lap. Tell them niggas bosses on the block. I pull a shot a nigga like a cop. Hop in the coupe, but they young in the business. I been chillin', but minding my business. All these niggas that capping no kizzy. I been chillin', but minding my business. Stack it and stack till the deep end. I been down low cause I'm keen. My brothers be dying from left to right, but why, Lord, is this the end? Hop in the coupe, but they young in the business. I been chillin', but minding my business. All these niggas that capping no kizzy. I been chillin', but minding my business. Chillin' my money, my business.
Before we get to the chart, guys, I just want to shout out to you guys in actually knowing that Equity Edge is currently running a special on their 50k and 100k challenges. Equity Edge actually offers a 50k challenge for $277, but currently is on $200. This means you got a discount of actually $78. $100,000, it's actually $477, but right now it's on $300, which means you give a discount of $177. So basically, guys, you stand a chance to actually purchase these accounts. Use the link on my description. Equity Edge, it's actually also one of the prop firms that are currently not having problems with meta codes. You can still trade on MetaTrader 5. It's not involved in any SEGA, and they actually offer the cheapest challenges ever. Click the link on my description, guys, and join me as I proceed with my journey of funding. Yes, sir. So, guys, as you can see, this is the setup we had on gold. So basically what I'm going to show you is that we're going to start on the 4-hour time frame first. So what really happened, we all know all these moves that happen from here, the market pushing to the upside type of stuff. So currently we only focusing on here, which means, guys, I don't want to lie, there's a lot of gaps left right here. So we were about to see what gold is about to do, but there's a lot of gaps that are actually left right there. But as you can see, the highest high was really broken, which is a break of structure per se, and that's it, guys. I'm actually going to be dropping a video that defines or shows you guys how I managed to merge smart money and price action, or rather ICT with price action. A lot of people don't really think it's easy to it. Yeah, it's not easy, but then it's something that brings extreme profitability, because with my previous win rate, it was crazy. I don't want to lie to you guys, it was crazy. So let's get to understanding the chart. So as you can see, this was a 4-hour time frame, right? Let's go on a 2 hour so that we can dwell deeper into the price right here. So doesn't really show much. All we could see is the break of structure, continuation, break of structure, continuation, etc. So we can see impulse, correction, impulse, correction, impulse, correction. So as we can see, that's a break of structure right there. So what we're gonna do is now we have to dwell deeper into understanding the price only from, let's say, possibly from this looks like this way the market started moving, not really attentive. So just from here to there, so that we can understand the premium and the discount. So all right, cool, let's drop it on a 1 hour time frame. As we drop it on a 1 hour time frame, I want to zoom into the chart. If you look at it also the 1 hour time frame, the market is not really moving impulsively, but rather just creating a lot of candlesticks rather than the movements we saw here. You could see this was an extreme impulse correction, and then it started trickling towards the upside. And then we could see there's a little bit of kind of like indication of change of price right here, and we need to be very careful of how the market actually approaches this lower zone. But with the way I'm seeing things, there's a lot of chances we might might have to cover a lot of gaps that were left behind somewhere right about these levels right here. There was a lot of imbalances that occurred, so there's no way a market could pass a price without creating a certain price. So that's just how it works. All right, let's go to a 30 minutes time frame, because I still don't see an indication right there. I'm gonna come to how I actually made this much profit, guys, from this trade. And as I said, it was luck. I don't want you guys to be saying Andy teaches us things, blah 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 blah, all that type of stuff. No, it was luck. It was luck. All right, so you could see naturally, as I was merging price action with smart money or ICT, what I've came to pick up is consolidations are really areas where the market pauses, and either on one direction, either or, the market will always come back to actually retest at that level. So it's more like the same thing as if I drop it on a 15-minute time frame. You can see that here we had a consolidation structure, and then I had to use my FIB tool. After we had this break of structure, when the market turned there, I knew, okay, so I can cater my Fibonacci tool from here, and we could possibly put it somewhere right about, no, not basically from there, but I think it was somewhere right about here to somewhere right about here. So I knew either or my entry is going to come somewhere around these prices, because we were just consolidating right here, and then the market triggered and dropped down. So I knew after the spike something might happen. If not that was the spike, it was probably this nature. If I remember properly, probably it was this nature as well. You could see there was a little bit of drawdown, if I can remember properly, from this level. So you can see the market actually dropped, spiked down, and actually came back to collect and actually dropped again. So I was like, okay, so the market really respects the prices. So what I need to wait for is there's an imbalance that was created from the drop somewhere right about here, right? So it was actually when I drew this zone right here. I knew that the market, the way it dropped, it at some point need to come back. The crazy part is when I had a zone right here, I didn't really much pay attention to the price, because I think this was right about 3 a.m. 4 a.m. and I live in South Africa, so it was actually at night. So if I drop it to a 10-minute time frame, we could actually pick up some few levels right there. As you can see here, we had a liquidity, here we had a liquidity wipeout, whereby the market actually wiped out a lot of orders right here, right? And then the market continued back up. So what I knew was, if as I'm ranging in this correction, what I'm waiting for is to see, remember guys, the market from a correction, it can either break the structure, retest, and then continue to the upside, or rather break the structure below, retest, and go to the downside. So one thing I love about consolidation, they give you a clear indication of where the market would go as long as you get a breakout. So in this instance, the market wiped out a lot of orders right here, and then right here we had a break of structure right here. So we swept people, and then after we swept orders, now we have a break of structure right here. The market, I knew it was supposed to probably continue, right? So what I did from that level was, okay, I couldn't catch an entry from here, because I remember I tried to tweak from here to here. Still, my entry wasn't enough, because when it turned, it just turned right here and then continued to go up. So what I had to do was to figure out what happens after the breakouts. This is why I went to a 5-minute time frame. I don't really trade on a 5-minute time frame, but I hate the fact that I had a fear of missing out to a point that I engaged with the trade I was not supposed to take. But as I said, it was luck. That is why I profited from the trade. Don't get me wrong, guys. I got into a trade which was a luck to win it. It was I would say it was a luck. It was a blessing, man. I can't say it was my strategy per se. It wasn't, in as far as two pieces combined together, but at the same time, taking that trade was very risky, because it was not a go-to type of thing. I enter on limits, and I had to execute immediately in order to get that spike, and that's it. So okay guys, so as I drew that zone, now the market was now somewhere right about here. So I knew that we now have this from here, we now have this from here, and then this from somewhere. No, I knew that we had this from here, right, until this from here. So this was a probable 4-hour scale we moving with. if not an hour scale. It was an hour scale, since on the 4 hour it doesn't show proper. It was an hour scale of which I knew the market has to at least fulfill some little bit or 90% of this week right here before it starts showing changing of prices. So as I went to a 5-minute time frame, zooming out to the price where I actually caught that little bit of buy, as it was 5 minutes, as I said, the market was somewhere, it was almost close to, let's go to a 1 minute. I think it was also in a 1 minute. Hey guys, with this trade I really digged in down, guys. It was crazy. The trade was taken on the around the 13th, around close to 20 p.m. Yes, somewhere right about here with this spike right here. So what had happened was, I saw this as a consolidation, right? And then as well, I saw that there's a break of structure, which is right here, right? And as there's a break of structure, which is right there, I have to wait for the market to come back, at least retest at my 7-to-1 level. And right at this moment, the candlestick that confirmed a high and a low. So this was a possible swing low, and that was a swing high at that moment, right? At that moment, which is these two zones. This was a swing high, and then this was a swing low. So I knew either or my entry has to come somewhere right about here. But guess what? I didn't take it, because if I had taken this trade right here, right, if I had taken this trade right here and had my take profit right there, this was going to be a 1:2 risk reward ratio, right? But I couldn't catch the trade. What I had to wait for is for the market to break outside this consolidation channel, and I entered my trade somewhere right about here. I entered the trade somewhere right about here on break of structure, and I had a tight stop loss right there, and then my take profit was hit right about there. So this trade was actually a 1:4 risk reward ratio. So I made $8,000 like that. Bear in mind, every piece made sense, because look at this, guys. One, we had a break of structure right here. We had to came and retested on my 7-to-1 level. We impulsed to the upside, and then we were consolidating. And then after that, we broke off the consolidation and retested the zone on the consolidation. This was also confirming what? A break of structure again, which we came back to retest. And then from that level moment I entered, and then I was out, right? I had a certain take profit and I was out. Lucky enough that it was a 1:2. It was, I don't want to lie to you guys, it's a risky trade to take, because look what really happened after that 1 minute. Look, it was from here. Look, this was the probable last candle somewhere right about here. Somewhere right about here. So yeah, somewhere right about here was the last candle. So let's hype it. It was actually still 1:4, somewhere right about there, because I think that's where I exited with the trade. So it was luck. I can't say it was really what I want, but guys, don't ever judge your wins based off luck. Your wins should be out of your respect of your strategy. Just like what I said, the market actually broke the structure right here, right? As it broke structure right here, the market impulse to the downside. I knew it has to come back at least. It had to swipe people. It was to sweep people out, come back to retest at least on the 7-to-1 level, and then impulse to the upside. I couldn't take that trade, but because I missed it, I wanted to capitalize from what I've seen as well. That it made me take a trade in confirmation of my strategy, but on the wrong timing. I don't trade on the 5 minute or 1 minute. I don't do that. Never allow mistakes to make you comfortable with what you're doing, because that is where people get it wrong. As soon as somebody makes an $8,000 with maybe such a trade, you possibly think now that's your winning type of approach, and then you're gonna try to do it the next time, and then it's gonna probably fuck you up. You don't, guys, rely on mistakes. I mean, you can win in a mistake. You feel me? It's a mistake that I won, but I would never repeat it again, because I don't know, next time I might even lose more than that. So just guys, I wanted to teach you guys a little about this whole thing, and I hope you liked that video. Please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Also join my Telegram group, because I share a lot of these trades right there. Much love, peace and happiness. This is your boy the GOAT and Lazar gang.